So this is Steel Melody and she's for sale.
Steel Melody is a Steelcraft 35 built in 1980 by FL Steelcraft and designed by John Teal. The original customer requested a couple of changes to the design, including a bowsprit and a bathing platform, so she's actually 40 feet in length. She is currently lying in Dickie's Boatyard in Bangor in North Wales. Viewing strictly by appointment with ourselves, please contact us on the number on the screen to arrange a viewing or discuss any questions you may have. Steel Melody's hull is built from 4mm steel, her superstructure is built from 3mm steel, and her keel base is made from 8mm thick steel. We have absolutely tons of paperwork, plans, receipts, specifications and letters between the original customer and builder. We have been documenting the work we have done to her in over 150 episodes on YouTube, and with every part of the work we have done being so thoroughly and exhaustively covered, there probably isn't a boat for sale in the UK currently with such a comprehensive record of what has been done and what is left to do. Please go ahead and watch all our other episodes to see the extensive amount of work we've done so far.
So I'm going to give you a full tour of this Steel sailing pilot house. So below the waterline, the whole hull has been professionally shot blasted. Below the waterline, she's had several coats of Jotun 87 primer, and above the waterline, she's had the primer, and then she's had a one-pack high-gloss top coat, which has been rolled on. So the paint finish isn't like a showroom finish, but it's an honest finish for a steel boat. When we bought the boat, the whole anchor locker had rotted out due to the chain and rode being left in there for a long time. We have cut this out and replaced it all. Talking about anchors and chain, she comes with 2 anchors. They're both CQR. One is £45, one is £35. She also has 50 metres of 10mm chain. The keel arrangement on this boat is what makes her such a unique vessel. She has bilge keels so she can dry out. She has a full keel. She also has a lifting fin keel. The lifting keel, paired with the fact that she's built in steel, makes her an excellent platform for a potential expedition boat. On the floor here is the fully ballasted lifting keel, which is ready to be reinstalled. The keel box had some issues when we bought her, and that has been fully repaired. Also, the base of the entire long keel has been completely rebuilt by a professional marine welder. She has a brand new cutlass bearing, and the propeller has been balanced and set up by Castle Marine in Carnarvon. The rudder is made of steel, so good luck to any orcas trying to get their teeth in this. Her length overall, including the bowsprit and bathing platform, is 40 feet. And her beam at the widest point is just shy of 12 feet. And her draft is 4 foot exactly with the keel up and 7 foot with the keel down. Here's her mast. She's got mast steps and she's got a bolt-on Baymar in-mast furling. Here's her boom, and she also has new running rigging installed. She's got roller reefing for the headstay, and all the rigging is inside the boat. We believe the rigging was new when she was laid up, but we don't know that for sure. We have replaced the whole bowsprit. It was previously rotten through. We've replaced it with something a lot more substantial. She's got a stainless steel double anchor roller and the original Simpson and Lawrence manual windlass, which still needs bolting down. Up here on the foredeck, she's got extremely high gunnels, which offer great protection, and she's got really strong welded stainless cleats. We've replaced all the chain plates on the boat, including this one for the baby stay, ready for the mast to be stepped. She's had several coats of primer all over the whole boat now, and we have started doing the top coat work. On the coach roof here, you've got 3 hatches. The front one is a newer one, but these 2 will need replacing soon. We've got opening vents. There's also tie-down points here for a life raft, and this is where the mast steps. One of the best features of this boat is the great pilot house. It has toughened glass windows along with all the other windows on the boat, which gives great visibility and protection from the weather. We have recently installed stainless steel grab handles on the pilot house, which makes her a lot safer, but she does have very high stanchion rails, which makes her really secure at sea. Here on the Pilothouse roof, you have 3 older hatches. You have the main sheet track here, and there is this large steel hatch that's bolted down, but that is to remove the engine if you ever need to. When we bought the boat, the cockpit was fully rusted out. She had lift-in plywood lids. They have been replaced. This cockpit is fully sealed, so all access is from the inside of the boat. So in the cockpit there are 4 winches. You've got the main winches, which are the Harken 50 3-speeds, and then you've got the Lumar 30s. They're not bolted down, they're fitted and sealed, but I've got the bolts here ready for you to do that. The steering system in this boat is a Whitlock mechanical steering system. It's very strong and very robust, and it's linked to the one in the Pilothouse. In front of the steering binnacle, there's this frame which holds the cockpit table, which is stowed below. Behind me here is the aluminium solar array. We bought this to fit to the boat. It's only been dry fitted, so it's not fully fitted yet. And over on this side, you've got a stainless engine hoist to hoist your outboard engine for your tender. The engine controls are connected to the engine, but where we've rebuilt the seats, they do need remounting in here. Similarly, with the bilge pump, that does need reconnecting inside. One of the modifications we made when rebuilding this cockpit was installing this bridge deck. So that means if water gets into the cockpit, it will just drain straight back out the boat and can't get in this way. Stepping inside, you come into this huge Pilothouse. On the port side, you've got this huge chart table and helm position, which has also got all the engine controls and switches for the boat. You've got throttle control here, steering here, and then the engine stop is here. On the starboard side, you've got the galley with twin sinks, hot and cold pressurised water, and ample storage. You've got cupboard under the sink and 3 drawers along here, a very large bin cupboard, which I think should be food storage. And then you've got a double hob here with grill and oven that does need a service, but it does work. And another drawer here, and then a top loading cupboard here. There's also plenty of workspace to prepare meals. A lot of the teak interior is sun bleached and looks tired. We have oiled it previously and it comes up amazing, but obviously it's your choice whether you wanted to rip it out and start again or refurbish the current stuff that is here. I think it could be refurbished. When we originally got this boat, it had a dinette seating area that didn't work for us. We redesigned it into an L-shaped seating area to give us a full length watch berth here. So it means that if somebody's on the helm in the cockpit and somebody's off watch sleeping on this bunk, then they can alert them easily without having to shout too far down into the boat. And the addition of this seating has given us a huge amount of storage under here. Another reason for this modification was to gain access to the aft end. On the original plans for this boat, it was actually designed to have a berth at the back end. The original owner that commissioned the build decided that he didn't want that and had 2 large cockpit lockers instead. So when we were modifying this boat for a family of 3, we decided to reinstate the berth on the starboard side. Steel steps have been welded in for the steps down, and the framework for the bed has been put in, but as you can see, all the woodwork does need doing. And the plan for the port side was to have a huge walk-in sort of cockpit garage locker type thing to store all our warps and fenders and tools, but once again it's not been finished back here. Stepping down into the main saloon, you've got a large locker on the starboard side, and then on this side you've actually got the winch for the lifting keel. And below that you've got 4 mains outlets for your shore power. Welcome to the saloon. This is a really nice space down here with lots of storage under these berths. You've also got storage behind here in these cupboards and shelves on either side and along the top here. The domestic and engine batteries are under this bunk, and the isolator keys are behind this panel. This is the mast compression post, which sits on top of the keel box. Down here the teak work is a lot better than upstairs because it's had a lot less sun damage, but we did have to remove the deck head when refitting the boat, and it has just been replaced for now with tongue and groove. There's a huge amount of storage again over this side, under the seats and in these cupboards and behind the seats here. Incidentally, both of the bunks in the saloon have solid lee boards. These undo and go here. Under the floor in the saloon here is the access to the lifting keel, where these large plates bolt down on top of the keel box. Either side of the keel, you've got two large water tanks. The bladders have been removed from them. You can have them. We wouldn't recommend drinking from them because they're very old, but they're very strong and we use them for washing up. So let's talk about the heads area. We ripped out the heads completely because there was a shower in here and the water had got underneath the shower tray. There is some evidence of rust. However, when we shot blasted the outside, we tested the thickness and the thickness was all measuring the correct thickness. It will still need some attention in here and obviously the heads needs rebuilding. Opposite the heads is a huge hanging locker on the starboard side. This is where we're currently storing all the standing rigging. Up here in the bow of the boat, there's a huge forward cabin with an infill to make it into a big king size, which also gives you a huge amount of storage, as you can imagine, underneath the bed. The cabin does need refinishing in here.
With the boat comes a bunch of stuff that we've not yet fitted, including depth and speed instruments with a brand new transducer and paddle wheel, a wind speed anemometer and a repeater display so you can see the information from inside the cockpit as well as in the pilot house. The engine is a Ford Mermaid Melody, 4-cylinder, 80 horsepower diesel with two large diesel tanks providing, we think, around 1,000 litres of diesel between them, 500 litres per tank. The engine has been serviced and has had the heat exchanger rebuilt and a new alternator, new oil and filters, new coolant and a new raw water impeller. She runs great, pumps water, however we did notice the other day that the starter battery is flat.
Going to check if we've got water. We've got water. So there you go, we've got water pouring out.
So here she is. She's a good, honest boat with lots and lots of work done. There's over 150 videos of us working on her, so do please go back and look through them. She's available for sale now on eBay, but if you want to discuss anything about the sale, please contact us on the number below. She'll be ideal for a couple, a single person, or a family of 3. We just expanded as a family and we're really sorry to see her go.